Hi, I'm Not Yet Dead, and welcome back to Riverside Farms. So, yeah, just taking the last load of carrots from the big field, the big carrot field harvest, the big carrot harvest in the big field, whatever. And I did promise that we wouldn't sell it at Angry Grains, whose prices are actually starting to normalise. They're now almost as low as the next highest. But today we are going to somewhere that honestly still doesn't have the best price, but she's a mate, so we should go there. So we've gone to Titch's Agri. It's not a bad price. It's not a great price, but it's not a bad price. So that's where we're going, right next to the Missy B sign. This is Titch's Agri. I don't think we've sold anything here yet. So how much are we going to get for our last load? It's not a lot. It's only a couple of 3 loads in here from the harvester. There we go. Unload. And actually, while we're unloading, there's another good reason to be here, and this isn't the only reason, Titch, I promise. Was that actually, and it was Titch. It was Titch who told me how much we get. Oh, 50 grand. Oh, that's not bad. And I've been trying to think, and it's really bad. How many loads? Does anyone know how many loads we've done now? Because I have a feeling that was 140 odd, 120, no, was it 160 odd? On top of 3 other loads, 3 full loads. I think it was more than 2 in the end. So that's what. That's lots. But actually it was Titch who told me the other day that, hey, wait, didn't you know about this? So this is what we're coming to have a look at. You might not know about this either, but now I do. So we come up to the Missy B sign, you step up in awe of the Missy B sign, all bow to the Missy B sign, and then you do this. And look, here's a whole load of people. And if you look very, very carefully, I'm on it. How exciting is that? That's so cool. But yeah, so this is a whole lot of people who are on Missy B's Discord, who help out with suggestions, ideas, and generally have a good time. So, and I'll be honest and say I've not been on it for a while. But yeah, how cool is that? I like that. Actually looks really good. I'm gonna leave it on. So yeah, if you're on the map, you want to see that, just walk up to the sign and press the circle button. Very cool. Thank you, Missy B. I appreciate being included. I'm sorry I've not been on it. I'll try and get back on soon, I promise. I keep saying that and I just never find the time. Oh dear. Anyway, right. Now, actually I need to check the map. To the yard. Oh, okay, right. So we're going to go around Knight's Forest. Let's try and do this from a funny angle and see if I can do it. I've got the wheel on. So trying to do this outside may not be easy, but let's see how we do. Oh look, shadow person. Oh, we're not waiting for another one. Good all day. Oh, it's busy around here, isn't it? I haven't been to this part of the map very often. I've forgotten there were houses here. It's very cool. I've been watching. Actually, if you don't watch Titch, watch Titch. Titch and Co. Go see Titch and Co.'s channel. She's playing on here as well. Does very good storylines, does Titch. And I watch her stuff. I'm a little bit behind at the moment, but I'm trying to catch up. And because she's playing the season, so the lighting's different, which doesn't help, but I still struggle sometimes to understand and picture where she is in relation to the rest of the map. It's amazing, actually, how you can play a map, and it's partly the way that I tend to play, which is not a great way, to be honest. Oops. Just making sure I give that truck enough width, enough road. Is that because of the way I play, I tend to focus on certain areas of a map, and therefore I don't get to know the whole of the map and really understand, all the areas. And so yeah, I see Titch playing and think, geez, am I really playing on that map too? It's amazing. Right, so there's our grass field, there are our sheep. looks like we're going to need to do some cleaning up at some point. I think I did run around with Sadie just to do a bit of cleanup. But yeah, hoping we won't lose any tractors today. That would be good. I did realise actually I'd actually bought the wrong tractor. I did have an intention to get a particular tractor on here, a modded one, and then forgot. Though at the time actually when I needed it, I didn't have a I didn't have it installed, the mod. Oh, turn the indicator off. Right. So finally the truck has come back to the yard. I've also brought the carrot harvester up. I figured it was time to give it a wash and a bit of TLC and all that. So that's come up here as well. Oh look, just about got space. Excellent. I really need to tidy up the yard. It's terrible. Okay, this might be easier done this way. Yeah, definitely need to give that clean as well at some point before we start the onion harvest. Beautiful. I actually didn't think that would fit. Wow, that's really good. That'll bring it forward a little bit. Turn that off. Done. Oh, lights. Good. Oh yeah, while we're here, before we move on to the next job, I need to move on because it's quite late already. So I got a new tractor and I got a new weight system for flattening our chaff. I didn't do it brilliantly. These weights are fantastic. This I find a little more tricky. You have to be a bit careful with it. This is the rower system. So I did talk about this last time. We'll take a look at it later. I just thought I'd figure it out and try and use it and see how it was. So I've done that. It digs in. So that's why we've got a few lumps here and there that I haven't smoothed out yet. But on the whole, this is fantastic. Really pleased with that. It didn't flip out. It didn't, you know, and it was quick too. Mind you, it's on a blooming great big tractor. Look at that. I can't believe I haven't played with one of those for any length of time yet, so we've now got one. Anyway, that's that. Let's move on to the next job. Lots to do. So while we're talking about the next job, I thought it was a good time to have a look at the map. So we've got, well, let's go through here. So we've had a few weeds up here, which is a bit annoying, but to be honest, it's not enough that I'm bold to get the weeder out. So we're going to finish fertilising field 30. Oh, we've got weeds coming in on field 31 though. They need to get rid of. I'm not sure how this bit of this field never got weeds to start with. It's a bit odd. Yeah, weeds in base game tend to be a bit peculiar. Field, and then yeah, so we've got, if you remember, we seeded field 31 last time. We put canola in it. We've got our corn here in field 30, which I'm now about to spray with the second level of fertilisation. Field 32 is our barley is ready to harvest. We've done field 33, yep. Field 34 we still need to get the straw up from, and yeah, once the weeds are actually we only need to wait for the weeds to be fully across. If I start the weeder or the worker running up this side here, by the time he's got down to here, the weeds will have continued to spread down. So we'll do that, but we'll get a worker on it. So yeah, so let's quickly spray field 30. The old baby fent, in relative terms. Just watching that, that's going to be the other side of the hedge. Collisions, hedge collisions. So let's lift it up, out of the way. Should be now alright. Actually, we kind of want to go this way, don't we? Just about made it. Actually, some more of that was already fertilised than I thought. You can see the line in the field where we were up to previously. I don't remember how we'd done that. Because there was some solid fertilizer in the planter, but the reality of the constant fill-ups I would have to have done meant it just wasn't worth doing, frankly. But we'd already got a layer of fertilizer on. Sorry, I'm just going to sort of pull against that. Same with the tree. Ooh, no, that's no good. Right, so let's fold that away a minute. We'll reposition ourselves. Do it again and swing around a little bit more. That's better. Better. Good. Oh yeah, the weeds are basically in this little row here. They're not, it's just not worth getting the weeder out, quite frankly. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so that's why I only had, that's why I knew that bit is fertilised, but yeah, so you can still see that straw. I'm in an R in what to do about that straw. One would normally get a loading wagon. But I'm really looking for an excuse to use the new bale stacker from Black Sheep Modding, the Quadro pack. Oh, you see, these hedges are taller than those hedges, and therefore it doesn't fit over the hedges anymore. Oh, we jackknifed it. Oh, I do hate these steering things. They drive me crazy. Now, am I thinking, got in my head I was going to replace this with something. Oh, I know what. Oh, yeah. Okay, right, yeah, I was going to replace this with something. So let's do that too. That's another mod though, and I don't think I've got it downloaded. There was one that came out recently that I just thought looked fun, so I just fancy giving it a go, and that's what this map's for. Playing around on a map and playing around with fun-looking mods that otherwise I'd take 3 years to find a reason to buy, because that's just how I play. I'm so enjoying playing it this way for a change. Should hit the dark spot somewhere. Alright, that's not obvious, is it? It looks like that's all done. Okay, I wasn't expecting it to be fair. Ah, yes, now I can see it's because of the shadow of the tree, look. There we go, this is our edge. Nice. Do a little bit in cab, really. How are we doing for liquid fertiliser? We're all right. I don't... Oh no, we've got some. Of course we have, because we filled up from the... Yeah. We filled up from the tank. In that field. There we go. That will do us. Spin it around. Try and get this right. Hopefully that'll be last pass. Yeah. Oh no, look, it's a funny shape. Shame. Right, well, in that case I won't worry too much about it. Right, so I'll quickly finish this off, and what next? Next be okay. Next be harvesting the barley with a forage harvester, for which I don't think I've got all the mods. I might need to jump out the game and come back in. I should have done that. I should have thought about that beforehand. Oh well, yeah, so I'll go do that. Okay, so we're down at the store. Someone very kindly dropped me off, give me a lift. We're going to buy our forage harvesting rig. It's very important. So we need a forage harvester. Now there is... Ooh. Yeah. Let's go with this one. The modded 1180. Ooh, Michelin, they're nice chunky. So what we got options? We got, wow, bigger tyres. Twins. Okay, that's probably a bit excessive. I think the tracks will be fun. What else? That's the Lizard, that's the Midas. Wides. Super wides, oh, they're a bit cool. It's like flotation tyres, they're massive. That's standard. Oops, sorry. Lizard, no, Midas, no, Trelleborg, right. Wide, twins, so Trelleborg and Michelin the same. Lizard, crawler belt 27.5, crawler belt 31.5. Wow, getting even bigger. You know what, I kind of like that though, that's stupidly more expensive. Stupidly more expensive. Do we need an extension? I don't know that we do. We could have a little extension, couldn't we? You know, I'm not prepared to pay the extra £4,000 to have them even wider. That's wide enough. Good. Should I buy it or lease it? You know, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a lot of this. How much are the leasing costs? Per operating hour, 11 grand. You know what? It's still cheaper. It's so expensive. It's fine. Okay, per day. Ouch. Yeah, fine. Okay, okay. Here we go. We need the X disc. Is that the all crop? Yeah, that's the all crop. Have I got any others? All the others are just corn or the pickup. Or the class one, which is narrower. Right, the chrome one it is. I mean, it's a chrome harvester, so why wouldn't we? You know what, it's stupidly cheap to lease. Right, fine. Then, we need a trailer. I want a big trailer to tow behind. Not so much for today. I don't know how much yield we'll get off this. As I said before, I've never done all crop harvesting. But it'll be quite big when we do the corn. So, and I've been wanting to try this. I've had it downloaded for you yonks. Ooh. Can I have it in Corona cream? It's not the same colour though, is it? Do we not have Corona cream as a selectable colour? Oh. Do you like Deutsch green? That's not the right green though. Or is that? Yeah, it's really hard. Legal green. Ooh. It's going to clash horribly, but you know what? I really like that colour. Black rims, always a good thing. Tyres, Michelin or Trelleborg. Standard. Wides. Standard. Wides. Good enough for me. I'm going to buy that. Right. And to attach said, actually let's test it first. Because it's a modded one, it may not need anything fancy to get it to attach to the trailer. It might do, but let's give it a go, we'll find out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Right, toys. I put the times down, time's on. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say, and rather remissively, as part of the rower system there, I bought a couple of extra fields. I also forgot to get the worker going. We'll get him going again in a minute. I bought fields 28 and 29 just to sort of complete our little farm section here. And at some point we might even just buy these. But for now, this is going to keep us plenty busy. So just for the heck of it, I bought these two. So I've got a little bit more grass and another field, this time of oats, which is growing slowly. The oats needs weeding. Oh, and the thing's gone funny again. Look, it does that now and again. Anyway, yeah, the oats need weeding. That needs lime, and now I can't tell you whether they need fertilising or not. But we can check. Okay. Anyway, next time I load back in, it'll probably be all right again. Right. So that's pretty bad colour match, isn't it? Really. Pretty bad colour match. No, that would be a no. Okay, so then that means we also need something else. Which luckily I did remember to put in. Yeah, right. Oh, what's that? Oh, I know. Yeah. I know what that's for. Yeah, okay. Ooh, no, not that colour. It doesn't really need to be anything other than black, does it? Can't I just have black? Black cherry jet. There you go, that'll do. So onyx. Right. Now, if I remember rightly, oh, and I hate it when I'm right. Okay. Not very often, but just occasionally it happens. Let's drop that off a second. This always appears, to my mind, the wrong way around. Always, and you have to reverse behind it to be able to attach it. But it works beautifully. I love it to bits. It's great. I did and ah about getting, there was one, oh, you see now, it needs to be the other way around, because this one appears the way that I would expect them to appear. So you approach it from the back, so that to get to it, you drive forward with your vehicle from where it is in the store, and you reverse onto it. The other one always is the wrong way around. This one you can actually pick up by hand anyway, but you know. There we go. It does get a bit complicated in terms of all the icons and things that we have, but it's fine. For the purposes of what we're doing now, it's not a problem. The other, what I was going to say, oh yeah, so yeah, the other alternative would have been the more recent. It's getting a bit dark already, so I'll turn the time down to ×1. It just feels a little bit too dark for me. This will be interesting. We might need to get the policeman to close the road. Let's see how we do. Our recording symbol's in the way. Can we dash to the lane before anyone comes the other way? Yes, we can. There we go. Right, now we're talking. Yeah, there's a one made for the class Jaguar, blah blah. It's fine and it's great and it works really well. And then you've only got one device at the back, and it does, from my testing at least, seem to attach to all the forage harvesters. But there are real issues with connecting and disconnecting it. It does funny things to the header, and this one it works a bit better, to be honest. Right, here we go. Lower that down. Ooh, pipe out. Oh, that was a good guess. Right, okay. So I've got my panel up. Sometimes I just can't remember it all. Switch it on. Why are we not? What's going on? Please don't. Oh no, if I bought the wrong blooming trailer. I've not bought a trailer that doesn't take chaff. No, it's fine. Okay. Nah, now it's done it anyway. Oh, you swine. Oh, hang on, that sort of worked. That's really weird. I've never had that happen with these before. It usually only works with the Jaguar. So I take that back. Okay, now it did unload, but not into the trailer. Yeah, no, we've got issues here. Okay. Right, hang on. Let's just think about this a second. So if I remove the header and we just come back a little bit. And then we detach. I think that's the trailer, right? That's the trailer. Oh no, it's the lifter. Oh, good grief. That's the trailer. Right, okay. Is it the length of the pipe? No, it's not. Okay. Oh dear, bear with me a second. Let's go get the other trailer. It's smaller, so it's going to take a lot of unloading, but let's see how we do. Hurrah! So in the end, I didn't get the trailer because I suddenly remembered I've got a massive forage wagon and surely this will take chat. So I don't really know what happened with that trailer. I was beginning to wonder if there was something wrong with the harvester. Because in theory it should take it. And it wasn't a pipe length, I don't think. So I don't know what, just a mod collision, just didn't like it. This was very nearly not working because I couldn't steer the harvester once I'd got the trailer on. Seemed it was just too heavy. Oh, I was going to say, but seems to be fine now, and it stopped working again. Oh no. Oh, I think we might need a different forage harvester, to be honest. I can't see what else the problem would be. I don't know why. I mean, I've done forage harvesting into a, it's not something you'd normally do, but into a forage wagon before, and it was not a problem at all. And this is kind of key, because it's a big thing of what I want to do over the next year. You see, look at that. Just can't cope with the weight. It is, of course, very far back. As soon as I put the header on, it's fine, but yeah, we might just have to get something else. It's a bit dull. It's a shame, really. I was looking forward to using this, and I've spent a fortune on leasing it. But hey ho, these things happen. No, don't stop it. Urgh. God. Right, when you're done, okay. So detach that. Actually, you know what? The easiest way to do it is to do this. I'll just jump out. We'll go here. We'll do that, and we'll do that, and it goes bye-bye. Right. Okay. Move this well out of the way, and we'll go get another forage harvester. Oh, well, dear viewers, that was a bit of a challenge. So I went and got the Jaguar, the big Jaguar. You know, I thought let's not do any half measures, and I put the chrome disc on the front, and it fitted fine. And I lowered it and I switched it on, and it all started working, and then it didn't cut anything. So apparently you can't use the class harvester with a chrome header. So I've gone back and I've got the class header, and it works. But as you can see, I'm having steering issues. Despite the fact that this is a massive forage harvester, the very fact that the header is slightly narrower and therefore presumably slightly lighter than the chrome one means it's not coping very well with the trailer. If it wasn't tracked, it wouldn't be such an issue, but of course the bigger Jaguar you can't have with front wheels. As we rock back and forth, we do lose steering ability, which is a bit of a problem, obviously. I may yet decide that this just isn't fun, and we'll get the attacher. It's done the same again, look. It's cutting, but now no longer, it's done exactly the same as the chrome did. It's cutting but no longer unloading, so it wasn't an issue with the mod. There's a problem here, folks. It's surely not that is it cutting the grass at the edge of the field, but it all becomes chaff. That surely shouldn't matter, right? Surely that doesn't matter. I'd say I've never done all crop harvesting before of anything. I've never done forage harvesting of anything other than corn or grass. So this is new to me. Well, I don't know. It can't be a map issue, surely that'd be weird. No, it can't be. I don't know what the answer is, because I don't want to spend another 25 grand to lease another forage harvester. I don't want to reset it and have the hassle of going back to the store again, because apparently that wasn't the issue last time then, which is a little bit frustrating. But you see, if I try and drive forward with the trailer attached and without a header on, it doesn't like it at all. What if I do that? Does that help now? Does that reset it a bit? Yes. Okay. I'm going to try and, as much as I can, I'm going to avoid the edges of the field. I was beginning to think I was going to have to ditch this whole section of video and start again. We're basically driving crab style. Look, we're drifting across the field. It's really weird. Okay. We're nearly at the end of the video anyway, so we'll keep going for now, but I will. It also probably means that that trailer I've got is fine, which is good, because I'd quite like to use it. I'm going to avoid the edges. I might think about doing those later on, but I'll certainly do it when I've got a heck of a lot more steering control. So what I'll do before the next video is we'll remove these two attachers, and I'll get the one for the Class Jaguar, because actually it doesn't seem to make any difference anyway. I've never experienced the same issue with the front lifter before as I had experienced with the Jaguar attacher, but apparently it's the same. You have to be careful of the order of which you detach your attachments with it on. So we'll do the same. We may as well use the, because that will bring it closer in, right? So we haven't got the extension of it. I love this 3-point hitcher, but we haven't got the gooseneck. But we haven't got the issue that we're currently having with it being so far back if we put on the Jaguar one, because it's not even as far out as the 3-point link attacher is. And then this steering issue will be a thing of the past. I don't think that's the issue of what happens when you get a tiny little bit of grass in the machine, but it's all chaff at the end of the day. That shouldn't make any difference. By the time it hits the trailer, it's chaff. It shouldn't make any difference. And if it does make a difference, then it shouldn't allow you to mow the crop and the grass at the same time. This is what this is designed to do, right? It seems really weird that if that's an issue, and let me know in a comment if you've had the same issue, because I've not done this before, so this is all new to me. I've only ever done forage harvesting of either corn or just grass on its own. I've never done all crop, so this is a new thing. But yeah, let me know. Anyway, but that's it. I've already gone over time. Oh, I was hoping I'd at least get one trailer finished but filled, but with all these hassles, it's taken a lot longer than I thought. But it's fine, because there's plenty more to do. God, you realise how big a field is when you're trying to do it with a 5-metre header. Anyway, there might be an element of letting a worker do some of this stuff while we get on with a few of the little jobs, but fine. Anyway, despite our few trials and tribulations, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'm going to get a bit more of this done. I'll try and get a couple of 3 loads done off screen, and but we'll carry on. I'm not going to finish it today. We'll carry on with it in the morning, and we'll be back on, and I'll see you then. But yeah, I do say I hope you've enjoyed the video, laughed at my misfortunes or whatever way, and if you did, like, subscriptions are very much appreciated, and take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.